What's going on, guys? So I had to do something a little bit different because I needed some space. So we're going to do the T.A.R.O. video for the DX9 Omega Supreme here in the living room, where I have a much bigger table, as you can see, and a bit wider space. This is going to be difficult for me, so I will do what I can to show you what I'm doing when I do it. But working on something this large is not going to be easy, and I have to do it with two Omega Supremes. So let's go ahead and start out with the DX9. We're gonna have to get him into a bit better position to work, along with the camera, of course. So we need to go ahead and straighten out his arms. I might have to get a little bit wider of a shot so I'm not always in it. Okay. And you'll have to excuse any noise that happens. So what we want to do first, go ahead and remove his arms. There's a little tab up inside here. Pull that up. Just slide the arm out. You can straighten that joint like so. I can't tell what's on camera or not. Flip that. Oops. Stick that in there. We got that part. We need to do this arm. Once again, let's see here, right there, just kind of and then shrunk. Pull that out. That's already straight, so chunk it in and just sort of finagle these into some sort of formation. By the way, this is going to kill my back. All right, so take the front half, the back half of the rocket. There's only one way it goes. You see the tabs that line up, and they just will click together like so. And there we go. There's our rocket. And of course, you watched the live stream. You saw me figure out a lot of this. Okay. So changing positions here. I need to straighten out his legs. So, come on. So there. Trying to be careful. Okay, so with the ratchets, what I discovered is that it's probably easier to ratchet it one way and then go the other. All right. So we need to fix the arms like so. Do on both sides. Like so. Oh, there's something I didn't realize. These move up and down. Neat. Actually did not know that. Okay, so when we come to the back side, got his big fat backpack here. And it does tab in down here. And just pop that up. And then we'll remove the wings. If you can see it, there's just two tabs right there. And hold it into place. And then this little post down here is where that plugs in. So we'll pull those off. We'll set them aside. Need those later, obviously. Okay, spin them around again. I'm gonna mess up my tabletop here. Okay, so we need to get the tank out of its spot. So one thing we'll need to do is pull this up, and it's the most disconcerting. So you pull that up, there's a little tab guy right in there. You guys can see that. Pull that one up too. One thing you gotta get to is the legs just sort of doing what they want to do. Go ahead and pull these out. They just kind of lightly tab in there. And we sort of want to pull them forward and then up. This is something that wasn't easy out of the box. And so the brake is here. Pretty good posts there, so when in doubt, spudger. Just remember that, guys. When in doubt, spudger. Okay. Here we go. So that got him loose. And you can see, hopefully, here, tabs and posts, and then the holes that were sort of tabbed together here and there. Okay, so we need to go ahead and work this section. So I want to fold this in. There's a post here that will connect to there. Even though it's a pain. Like that. And then we're going to drop these guys. What to do here? Oh, these are supposed to be facing inward. All right, so I screwed up. You do have to have the arms up like that. And then we're going to fold this down like so. And it will tab in like that. If I remember correctly, you want that kind of uppish. I want to flip this guy backwards. Hold on. Oh. Found the problem. Okay. The thing was, you gotta have these side skirts up. These little guys can go down, that's fine. So we're looking at it like this. All right, so my bad, guys. I gotta turn these this way. So I was on the right track originally, and then I got stupid, so. Okay, so you want the arms to be like that, and then fold them in. I mean, the rest of this is correct up to this point, but I screwed this part up. Sorry, sometimes I get screwed up. It happens. One thing that sucks is just getting those posts where they need to be, because, like, it's just not the right shape, more or less. This is why I always say they should round over those pegs a little bit. Having them at a sharp edge really makes it difficult. Okay, then we want those down. Okay, so this part is now almost complete, I believe. Okay, I shortchanged a step here, but I knew it was coming eventually. I just kind of did it in the wrong order. So you want this to come down on this top hinge, and it will peg in there. So that's essentially right. So I didn't go about it right, but I ended up getting it right, if that makes any kind of sense. Now the hard part's going to be the legs, and I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit to actually make this happen. Okay, so with a lot of this stuff kind of out of the way to the best of my abilities, we need to do the leg parts here. Let me tilt this down so you can see a little bit better. So these yellow shin guards slide up, and then, well, they're supposed to just pop right off. And sometimes they're annoying. Come on, Spudger. Clearance on it is so tight. Try this one. Maybe it'll come off. There. Okay. So that one came off easy. So this one is just being a pain. There we go. So sometimes you got to get it squeezed just enough. You can see how the slide area works here and how that works in there. So we'll set those aside as well, because we're going to need those back again at some point. Now comes the part where I really have to hurt myself to make this happen. All right, so I gotta watch the time here. So since we're gonna need room to work, we want to just extend the leg one way, go that way. Okay, so with the legs, you want to come down to the feet first, and then pull up the whole base of the foot. Why? Because you have to. And then we want to split the foot or the leg like so. Yay! That's the thing that happens. Okay. And then a lot of stuff is going to happen inside. We have to pay attention to. Can't lower the camera anymore, so we'll tilt down. Okay, so at this point, you can reach in here and pull this out. It's on a double hinge, as you can see. Literally hinge. Fold it out and make it happy as best you can. On the inside here, there's a couple of tabs that you need to line up. There we go. So, like that. Okay, and then once we're inside here, something you want to do. Almost kicked off our tank bot. Okay. So I'm having to do this at extension. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so you got this fold-out support here, and that will come out there and just plop into place right there. I'm just double checking, make sure there's not one on the other side. Nope. Okay. And then comes the hard part. You got to do the opposite side. So you can see these little gray tabs. Go ahead and flip them in. And then we want to extend this guy again. And line up your tabs as best to your abilities. See, I wasn't working around the camera, now I am. Makes life a little bit more difficult. There we go. Okay, and once again, you want to slide this guy out. There's a little groove right there, and it does have a ridge on it, and it will sit in that ridge eventually. Now, another thing we want to do, since we had that foot flipped up, we can rotate that 180 degrees. Yay. And then what we're going to do here, I want to extend this all the way straight. This is not easy to pull off, guys, because not only do I have to work around it, I have to work around it. Okay. So we come up under here, and there's this section right here. You see that right there? Now the reason I did that was just so I had clearance to do all this. So you want to pull that out. There's a little T-bar right there. T-tab, and we want to just straighten that out. Now when we bring our leg closed, that's going to become important. But we're not there yet. So what we want to do is, down here, we want to rotate this way. Whoa, I know. And then like this. So you can see all the pivot joints are here. And we've got these two cutouts here, and that's for these two posts to go into there. And then we want to make that go as flat as possible. I know that's crazy, but look, that's what I'm going for. And then we go back down to flat. I don't know where the camera stopped recording. So this is an awkward position. I gotta move in here because I can't work. Ow. Okay, so that can't go down any further. Okay. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this is the limitations of working where I'm working. So, if you get it down, it's easier to go ahead and rotate it now. I know it's not facing the right direction at the moment, but this one. Okay. Foot up, foot under. Oh wait, do I have that facing the wrong way? I think I do. Yeah, I have the foot facing the wrong way. Okay. Now spinner. I know that wasn't super clear, but it is what it is. Okay, so make that flat. Make that flat. Make that flat. Make that go into there. like so. Okay, and then we want this to come together. This is a big problem when the hips don't cooperate like that. Okay, and then it's gonna be hard to see, but you want to take the two sets of feeties and overlap them to form a solid kind of mid-foot, as it were. Okay, and then now that we are here, well, I guess you could just leave it like this. All right, so let's pull this guy out. I know we're not going to see all this, but it doesn't matter. You saw the inner workings on the other side. Like that. And then I think the tabs are on the other side. Okay, so here's the section that should come out to fill that hole, like so. There we go. And then same thing over here. Oh, where's the tabs? There they are. Okay. Come on. Okay, you gotta extend this first. Let's extend it out. Locked in place. Flip out that. All right, so we have the base looking good. Holy crap, that's a lot of work, guys. You have no idea. Okay, now what you'll see here is exactly why I'm doing this out here. So I need to move this more center of the table. And okay, so back to this. So these are the wings. You want to just kind of split them up here. And then you've got these couple little tabby tabs. Flip those down. And come up to here. Flip this guy out. And do the same thing on the other side. Like so. And now we have our track pieces, like so. And then there's a couple little thingies here, and they will align to the outside, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other one right quick. Little clippies. Flip out, lock in place, flip out, lock in place. There's the underside. Okay, so we take our rocket and go over here, because it was in the way. Take our instructions, go over here, because they're in the way. And go right up under here. Tab down. And then try to do the same thing on the other side without knocking the camera over. Come on. Okay. So that's that side. And then this side. Okay, so essentially the main chunk of the base is done, but we still got these little guys which are part of it. And if you come in here with a spudger, you can open this up, and it is a like walk-up ramp. And you got a little tab guy there. Grab the other one, do the same thing, flip that down. Now this is the hard part, and I might have to move the camera for this. Okay, so there's a hole right here. Don't know if that'll help. Probably not. So there's a hole right here that's in the butt skirt. And you want to just kind of tab it in. You hear the clicky. And then come to the other side. Tab it in. There we go. So there's the rampy ramps. And we'll bring out the rocket. Just sort of set it right here. I think that looks good. So now what we need to do is our tank friend, the main bot. Okay, so this is going to be a little harder for me to manage, because even though I'm in an interesting position for this, Okay, so we need to untankify him. Or actually, we need to tankify him. Come over here, detach that, and then we need to slide all of this down, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that kind of pops down. Not quite enough. There we go. So you see that, and then you can tuck it up like so. And then this little guy under here is going to be loose, so just don't forget about that. Okay. So come up under here. You're going to take this section and pull it out. You might have to move tank treads a little. So they sort of move together, but they also don't at the same time. So move the tank treads, pull this up, and then it'll start to go. And you can see, I can't see from that angle, but either way, so is it all the way out? Yep, okay, so that's all the way out. That's the way it should be. Hey, stop doing that. Okay, so this is going to continue to get in your way, so just, you're going to have to work around it until it's done. Go ahead and close these down for the time being. They might have to come back out later. So this section, you want to flip up, flip out, so we'll reveal more tank treads, and then fold it back flush along that line, and then you can see there, that comes in to that little tab there. So that's nice. You do the other side. So roll it out on the main hinge, roll it out again. So this is the hard part, the lights are behind the source, or the thing that I'm filming. So there we go. And then fold here, and just kind of get that as good as you can. And like I said, there's a tab right there to make your life, equally annoying. So grab this section here, and flip it 180 degrees. Big tab, we'll tab into there. That's good. Do the same thing on this side. Flip it around. It's still a little floppy, but we're working on it. Tab that in. And once again, this is gonna come loose, so just live with it. Okay. Like that. Alright, so you got this big slider dealy right here. So just push that forward. It will stick. At least mine does on that side. Push forward all the way. It does that. You grab your spudger. You can push it all the way out. So that's his little yellow side cannons. Yay for that. Okay, next step. I want to grab these guys and flip them up like so. Then they'll, come on, sort of tab in to there. And I say sorta, because, well, sorta. Come on. Okay, somebody's not fitting right. Okay, so that's there, that's there. Okay, so something wasn't in. Alright, so that's that. Okay, so this is all doing pretty good. We can flip this up, tabs, or holes, tabs. That will help lock our tank body together. Now for this section, you need to flip this guy up, and then you've got this big tab here, and it will go into that slot right there, or at least it should. But you can see there's some major stress marks there because mine needs to be clearanced, but I should have it enough that it will tab in like so. Okay, so still not quite done. We still got to do the head. So we want to flip up the visor a little bit, like that. Flip up this tab, rotate 180 degrees, revealing the computers that I added this little Autobot logo to. It's tried to be centered on the screen. It didn't really want to be. And then that's going to stay up. Go ahead and close that. Turn the head 180 degrees. Go ahead and push it in. And then you can flip this up if you have a spudger. It's some kind of sensor or something. And then you can extend the barrel a little bit. And then there we go. There's our tank mode. And I think that is just awesome. So, let's put them on the track. See what's up. Okay, that wasn't down all the way. And there we go. And then what I can't do here at this point is show you the whole thing. But I can say, thanks for watching. Make sure you go check out the actual review, not just this video. And that will be over on the main channel, of course. But remember, as always, transform and roll down. That didn't go where I wanted it to.